Welcome to you. So glad you're here. All right, so I have a message for you from Spirit regarding the Capricorn full moon that's coming up here on July 10th. So I definitely have a scene and an image coming in from Spirit, a vision that they want me to share with you. So I'm going to do that in just a moment. If you're new here, welcome. I went ahead and set a spiritual quarantine for this reading. For those of you who are spiritually sensitive, you will notice that quarantine. It is intended to ensure that the integrity of this message makes it to you without interference. And that spiritual quarantine will come down at the very end, and I'll let you know at the end of this reading. All right, so I have a whole kind of vision, a scene that Spirit is dropping me into as I've opened up into your energy. But what they're showing me here is essentially, I see you currently riding on a horse. Yeah, like you're on a horse right now, riding this horse. It's not, you're not moving too fast. It's kind of like the horse is going at a slow trot. But this is the scene they're bringing me into, is that's what you're currently doing and actively doing, as they're showing you to me in this scene, whatever this metaphor is, okay? And I see you looking up at the sky, and you are looking at a particular star in the sky. That star is really, really bright, and I see you just looking at it and kind of moving the horse forward. It's moving at a good pace, but it's slow. And it's really interesting because this energy is really lovely. The sky is like really big in front of you. I see you kind of like, it's almost like you're looking over like a plane or something, or you're kind of headed out on a plane. Like it's very open. The sky is just really big here. There's not like a lot of like trees in the way or anything that would obstruct your view. It feels like it's a very open space. And it's interesting because what is popping in is sort of the image of the Three of Wands tarot card. Like that's sort of some of the energy that's coming through here in this scene. So I feel like that's relevant to this reading. And there's something about like, I feel like you're on a journey. That feels very clear from this energy. But it's interesting because your own kind of temperament around whatever's happening here, you look very like open. You look very like curious in a way. There's like an openness, a curiosity. I can tell that you're like determined. There's a very like strong sense of a kind of pursuit in a way, but you're not going at it aggressively. It just feels like you're kind of determined. There's a bit of focus here as well. And I can tell that you're also like very flexible and open to allowing this journey to unfold the way it needs to. So that actually feels like the energy that either you're in coming into this reading, or that Spirit wants you to be in, and to start like actually moving your own energy into this kind of openness, this curiosity, this flexibility, this understanding that you're on a journey and being like willing to go on that journey or to be in the moment with it. Yes, it's a very present kind of scene that I'm seeing you in here. And so I have some questions, but that's what they're showing me. That's all they're showing me in this scene, which is very interesting. Is that it? Yeah, I'm also just seeing like a falcon fly through the air here. That's for someone specific here. So this is confirmation, or that is confirmation that this is your reading. Okay, but I have a few questions here. So we're going to dive into the tarot cards. But I have some questions around like, where are you actually going? What's with the horse? Why are you on a horse? And then what the star represents, because they're telling me the star represents something too. Like this entire vision they're showing me is a metaphor, but we're gonna go ahead and dive into it here. So I wanna see with this full moon energy, what's going well first for you over the next couple days, or as this full moon energy like permeates for you. So let's get into that. Ready? This deck? Okay, so let's see, is there anything going well? I mean, I really like this scene overall. I do like it, and I feel like for many of you, as you are watching this reading, you will start stepping into that energy further, which is really great. That's where Spirit wants you to be. What's going on? This card? Yeah, exactly. I love this energy. The Nine of Cups, this is actually very aligned. This card is aligning perfectly with everything that they're saying about the openness, the kind of curiosity, the kind of determined in a way, with you see this person with their kind of arms folded as if they are determined to like see this through. This is a card that's also around like, it can be around like wish fulfillment, it can be around emotional fulfillment. So I definitely feel like that's actually part of this energy here. This feels really, really good for you. I really like that. This is the energy Spirit wants you to step into. This card? Okay. Do you have anything else? One more? All right, one more. One more card here. Interesting. Okay, so they're getting right into the message. You ready? All right, so they're getting right into the message here and what's on top for you. But we have two cards they wanted to pull for you. So we have the Five of Swords. And we have, yeah, the Death Tarot card. What's really interesting is you see this death here on the skeleton on horseback. Yeah, there's something about the horse here. Okay, yeah, I feel like and the way this scene is coming through on this card, like the actual like scenery, not the people on it necessarily, but the scenery is very like, it's aligned. So I do feel like there's some sort of like change that you're in. For some of you, the full moon energy is coming through really strongly, like something is coming to an end, or something is like moving away or turning away is another word they're using. Almost like these people that you see kind of with their backs to this person. Okay, so it feels like for some of you that you are moving away from or turning away from things that are no longer serving you, or something in particular that is coming up during this full moon for you to clear. There's a clearing energy that's coming through really strongly here. It's almost like the way that this scene that I'm seeing is clear. Like it's really like, again, there's not much obstructing it. I feel like that's the energy Spirit wants you in. It somehow gives you a refresh, is what they're saying. There's some sort of refresh of the energy that's coming through as you move through this clearance, is what they're saying. Their clearance is the space that you're moving through. It is also the energy that you will be processing over the next few days. Yes, some of you have already stepped into this energy coming into this reading. Then this is going to be confirmation of how this experience is feeling for you right now. This is in fact happening, is what they're saying. I'm also struck by, they're linking this card, because this was a big card that came up in the last reading I just posted on this channel around mental health. So a couple of you may want to check out that reading as well. I think I titled it something like, this is taking a toll on your mental health. So whatever it is that's connected to the toll on your mental health, it feels like it is getting cleared. Yes, it is getting cleared. And that you are getting clear, is what they're saying. Okay. Ooh, I really like that for you. Okay. So let's keep going, Spirit. This deck. Let's keep going. Do we want to talk about one of these questions? Yeah, they want to talk about the horse, since that came out on the death card. Okay. What's with the horse? What's with the horse? They're saying something about taking a stand. A recommendation for a few of you here to actually take a stand, to like stabilize within yourself, to stand strong. Okay, through this change that needs to happen, that some of you have already known was coming. Yes. These two? Yeah. Okay, yeah, that makes perfect sense. So they said that actually both these cards align perfectly. Yeah. It says oak tree, it says power, courage, strength. What's interesting is this is all of the characteristics they want you to hold right now. They're saying near and dear to your heart is to have courage, to continue to have strength as you move through this experience. And it is actually a demonstration of your own power, your own inner sense of power. Yes, and the personal power that you hold. Yeah, that's really strong. They're also saying something here around the tree. It's like, they're saying the tree actually exists within you, this inner knowledge and wisdom that the tree represents in this card, and just in general, and the energy that Spirit is sending through. The tree is not actually physically present in this scene because it is actually what you are holding, is what they're saying. It's almost like how the acorn holds the DNA for, or the codes for, the blueprint for creating the tree. Yes, they're saying it's already held within you. You already have the power, courage, and strength to go through this change and transformation that is coming. We literally have a butterfly card. It says transformation. It says joy, beauty, and transience. So this is being linked in with, I always link these in normally. So it's interesting we have both actually showing up on in the spread today, but we have both death and the butterfly. Again, there's definitely a personal transformation or change that you're going through that is linked with something that you may be experiencing outside of you. For a few of you, for some of you, this is a transformation, or I am hearing the word revolution, happening within yourself, in fact. That's really strong. That's really good. So I do feel like that is part of the energy that's coming through here with this full moon. There's a clearing out of something old, and it is making way for something new to come in. Yes. I'm seeing the Fool Tarot card in my mind's eye. It's like there's something new trying to come in. Okay, so the horse is, this is interesting. They're saying the horse is supporting you in stabilizing or moving through or walking this path. The horse is actually representing some of the support you actually physically have in your life. So this could be things like, maybe you have pets. Maybe you have other friends or support or community in your life. This could be certain other like foundational pieces you have in place. They're also saying your spirit team is part of that kind of horse metaphor here. They're saying something about, there might be a couple of you who are like, really hold animals near and dear to your heart, but it feels like they're really particularly supporting you through this transition right now. This is confirmation for someone here, if you had been thinking that. Okay. Okay, great. Anything else? Yeah, so they also pulled this 5 of Cups. This is upright and reverse. Interesting. They're saying that you're actually not going to be so upset or sad about this change or transformation on the other side of it once it is complete. You're actually going to be, I'm hearing the word ecstatic. You're going to be really happy that it happened. They're showing me the 9 of Cups. They're saying you're going to be really happy this happened in the end, although it doesn't feel like it right now, or as you are moving through this energy. It's not going to, they're saying, but it is something where, like, again, something is clearing out for something new to come in, but that clearing out can be particularly difficult, which is why they're sending through that strength for you right now. Yeah, they're sending also through the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune reflects the endings and beginnings all at once. The Wheel of Fortune reflects the spin of the wheel of spirit. It represents the spin of the wheel of time. It also represents the ways that your soul is meant to evolve in this life. They are saying here that all of this is right and right on time, and it is aligning with this moon cycle for you, as they're showing this Wheel of Fortune almost as if it were a moon. Yeah, like a full moon. So it is actually in alignment for you, and they're showing the dials here. It's like coming through as like a compass. Interesting. And they're connecting that with the star energy. So it's like something is like recalibrating here within this energy and within this full moon that's happening for you, to further bring you into your own personal ascension and bring you into your own personal power even further. Yes. Okay, I really like that for you. I really like that for you. So what is with this star? What is with this star? Can I ask that? They're saying yes. Okay. Are you ready to talk about that? Okay, let's talk about the star. Okay. There's something here. They're saying here the star represents, because I'm seeing like a single star, even though there are stars in the sky, it's almost like there's a singular star you're focused on that's really, really bright, and it feels like it's kind of like your star in a way, or the ways that you are in the scene. It feels like there's a direct link between you and the star, and how it's like either guiding you or you're following it. Now they're also saying something here about like this star represents your own spark. Yes, your own spirit, your own uniqueness in a way. Again, that's why it feels very like, they're saying personal to you, and this situation may feel like it as well as you're navigating through whatever it is that's coming up with this full moon. But what it's doing is it's allowing you to see, again, it's almost like carving out your own personal power here. Yeah, really seeing just how bright you really are. Interesting. Yeah, they're confirming this. 10 of Swords. So they're confirming the ending with this, okay? Some of you have been in rock bottom. Some of you have been. That is part of what they're saying, why you may have found this particular reading. That is why you are here now, which is a really, really good thing. They are saying that this indicates what is really positive about the 10 of Swords, because you can see how painful this card is, right? This has been the energy you've kind of been in, actually. This represents where you've been. And so I'm seeing once again the plane behind this scene. Again, it's very open. The night sky is very open here. Yes, it's almost like you're able to get up and start walking. And again, then there's this horse. This horse is helping you to move across this plane while you're healing yourself, in fact. Then you become open and curious and determined to move in the direction that actually is aligned with you and aligned with your own personal, they're saying purpose, or your own direction for your life. One that will result in less pain, 5 of Cups, less sadness, less toll on your mental and emotional health, and physical for some of you as well. But the thing about the 10 of Swords is it only gets better from here. Remember, 10s in tarot do speak to endings. They also herald in new beginnings as well. We have the 10 of Swords and we have the Death Tarot card. So there is something new that is trying to come in for you on the tail end of, they're showing me the tail end of this snake here. It's like on the tail end of an ending is that new beginning energy that is here. But this is confirming some of the pain that you have been in for a while now. Yes. Interesting. So it feels like this shows you the, okay, yeah, I'm seeing it. They're showing me like a pyramid right now, almost like there's, even though I think these are mountains in the background, you can't really see them. They're showing it to me like a pyramid, but mountains or pyramid, same thing. They're saying something here around like it's showing you the build of your character. That will become abundantly clear to you. Now, it may not right now. Some of this reading is trying to give you that, but it will become clear as you start to move away from it, or again, as you're healing through it, or as kind of you're on horseback moving through this part of your journey. Okay, so that's the star. It feels like it's showing you your own individual strength. That is fully on display to you, and also simultaneously bringing you into what your path actually needs to be. So I guess, yeah. Did you have something more? Do you want to talk about the path? Okay, not yet. They have something else. Okay, so we have a bit of a side message here a little bit. Okay, so we have the Three of Swords here. For some of you, this is related to, I was talking about something connected near and dear to your heart. There's another angle of that message coming through here from Spirit. They are saying that this is, again, with the Ten of Swords, and then we have the Three of Swords. These are two most like painful cards in tarot, okay? So it is something that, again, it's just been incredibly hard for you. They're doubling down on this energy to confirm just how difficult this has been for you. They want you to know that it is possible for you to experience the love and affection and real connection that you are looking for and have been seeking. The reason it has been so hard is because there are things that have still needed to be cleared from your energy and your energetic field. And so this is an opportunity with the full moon for you to do some of that work now, for you to allow things to move and to flow and to go of their own accord as they need to. There is an energy of letting go with this full moon that is really, really strong here. And Spirit is encouraging you to move like the wind, move like the water, move like some of the elements of the earth do, in order for you to allow that change to happen, to allow for that transformation. Spirit wants you to embrace that transformation, in fact. Okay. So I think we got that. Just wanted to channel that for you for a second here. Okay, good. All right, so then where are they going? So what's on the other side of this? Can I ask that? Interesting. Oh, I like it. Okay, very cool. Yeah. They're saying on the other side of this, it says meditation, it says contemplation. They're really underlining the word peace. Again, they keep bringing through this energy, even with this Nine of Cups. There's an energy here of peace, of what you will find on the other side of this. You are going to be really happy that you went through this change, this transformation. You are going to be really happy that you let go of some of the things that you needed to. These may be certain connections, relationships, dynamics within self-doubt, not believing in yourself, and not believing you have the power to say, for someone here, enough is enough. Spirit wants you to say, enough is enough. You are done with being here. Spirit wants you to know this is absolutely possible for you to experience peace. For some of you, it will require a difficult conversation. Yeah, they're saying that with the communication bit of this card. Part of this reading is trying to give you a heads up that may be coming and is important for you, in fact. What else? This card? They're saying you can have it. You can have all of the things you want, actually. all of the things, that happiness, that joy, fulfillment, contentment, peace, satisfaction, those things are available to you. The Six of Pentacles is here because part of this full moon is meant to rebalance this energy in your life. It is meant to clear out the things off this scale that are no longer adding to your personal feelings of fulfillment. Yes, it is almost like this is releasing some karmic load somehow. Yeah, that's really strong here. There's a really strong releasing of a karmic load that you've been carrying, or burden that you've been carrying for a while now. Now remember, karma is simply the lessons we have to learn. Some of the lessons we have to shoulder and burden. Some of these things we have inherited. Some of these things came in with us, our soul specifically. There is something you are moving here that is deep and wide, they're saying. And the thing is, it's going to feel, your life will feel more generous, because this is a card of like generosity, it can be, the Six of Pentacles. And so your life will feel more generous after this shift. Okay, do you have anything else? Any other advice? Okay. So that's where you're going, towards this feeling of peace, towards this feeling of satisfaction, towards this feeling of something being righted and rebalanced for you. But again, there's a really strong note here from Spirit. They want you to see how much you have learned about yourself through this experience. There will come a point of reflection. This contemplation on this card, meditation, is coming through as reflection for yourself once you move past the most difficult parts. Yes, there will come a point of inner reflection of what was learned about yourself through this process, what your needs are, what your wants are, and what experiences you want to have in this life, and what you want to manifest. Yes. Now they're using the air quotes here because it's interesting the way Spirit talks about manifestation. It's more like part of your destiny or fate, like this was always going to come into existence for you because it was part of the plan, if that makes sense. Okay. Yes, Wheel of Fortune card. It was part of the plan, actually. Okay, so any last advice? Do you want this top card? And that card. Okay. So some last advice. They have the Ten of Wands in reverse. They want you to let go of the burden. Let go of the burden. Yes. You don't need to carry that anymore. Your soul is ready to process it. Yeah. Eight of Wands. I really like this energy. There's a couple things coming through. They're saying here that actually with this Ten of Wands in reverse and the Eight of Wands, they're saying here actually you can just like set it down. It's actually not that difficult, is what they're saying. It's actually not that hard to let it go. It's more of like your own feelings and your processing around it and the stories that you create as well. Okay, but they're saying actually you can just set it down when you're ready. They are saying you are ready. Yes. Okay, so that's part of it. They're saying here there's something very quick about this transformation, or it happens in a really short time for you. Relative, that's relative. But they're saying relative to maybe other times where you've been through releases or letting periods of having to let go, or again when this kind of death energy has manifested in your life. That's always present in all of our lives. It comes with life. Okay, but it feels like this is going to feel a little bit more at ease of a change and transition than maybe in the past. And I think part of it is because of how difficult it has been. It's actually, I feel like with this Eight of Wands, they're saying your soul is welcoming this, actually. Your soul is welcoming this change. Yes. Okay, so they want you to, especially with all the Wands energy coming through here, they want you to take action, even if it feels like it's slow action right now, like kind of the slow trot of this horse. They still want you to keep following your own star, inner light, to find the peace, the happiness and contentment that you deserve. Okay, so that's what we have for you. I hope this has been helpful. We're going to go ahead and pull a final oracle card here, and I'm going to read from the guidebook and see if there are any last messages for you. Ready? All right, final oracle card. Final oracle card. This card. I love this. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Wow, this is kind of like the energy. It says, nothing is impossible. Open to the unexpected. That's the energy. That's the energy that you're in, that we started out this reading with. You see the kind of like star, the bright here? Yes, it says you'll find a way. You absolutely will. You absolutely will. So if you're thinking like, I don't know if I can do this again, Spirit's saying you absolutely have all of the strength to do this. And I really love, there's actually like a path running through this card here. I don't know if you see it. And again, it's just a big open expanse with the mountains. We were talking about the mountains and the pyramids earlier. So yeah, this feels like the exact card they want here. All right, so nothing is impossible. They're also saying here, nothing is impossible about like what you want for this life, actually. Nothing is impossible, but it does mean that there's something right now that you do need to let go to start to move into that energy and to get closer to it. And they also want to really bring home this idea of being present with the journey as well, okay? Because right now you are also building that dream while being in the dream, even though it does not feel like it. Okay, all right, but they just don't want you to lose sight of that. They're sending through angel number 5 for you really strongly, if you want to look that up. All right, nothing is impossible. Let's open this up and read it. Sometimes paths appear in the most unexpected places. Barriers that we previously believed were in our way suddenly roll away and assist us on our journey. Obstacles that we thought were stopping us from progressing create holy detours that lead us to an unexpected destiny. This is that card in the deck, the one that encourages you to turn your gaze upward and believe in the impossible. Things will likely not turn out the way you thought they would, or even the way you may have hoped. However, in the end, it's possible that they will turn out even better than you could have imagined. Many faith paths urge us to embrace life's changes and trust that if something is for us, it cannot be taken from us. For our destiny, when embraced, is written in stone. Yeah, that's really strong. I'm going to read that again. For our destiny, when embraced, is written in stone. If life hasn't been going to plan, fret not, because things are being woven on your behalf. Your path and desires haven't been forgotten. They're just a little different from what you thought. Have faith, trust, and an open mind and heart. You'll find a way through it, and in a day not too distant, you'll see how life has been unfolding for you every step of the way. And the Ancient Stone's activation is, I open my mind and heart to the unexpected. Everything's working out on my behalf. It absolutely is. All right, well, that's what I have for you today. That's where Spirit actually wants to leave this reading. So I hope this has been helpful for you. If it has been, feel free to go ahead and like this video. That lets me know if this found you where it needed to. And if you are, again, continuing to navigate through this journey and ready to start moving further into your purpose and into kind of what you're doing here and deeper healing for yourself, feel free to go ahead and subscribe to this channel. It'd be great to have you here. I also have personal readings available, so if you would like a message and a healing transmission specifically for yourself, feel free to check that out. I have that listed in the description box below, and that's available on my website. I also do have a somatic therapy offering right now called Compassionate Depossession. I have a little bit of a description on that in the description box below, but I have even more on my website. You may want to check that out for those of you who are actively moving through your healing journey, specifically if you are looking to kind of move some of those obstacles, inner obstacles or outer obstacles out of your way. Definitely check that out on my website. I'd be happy to see you in my queue. All right, and I also do have a Patreon subscription. So for those of you who would like to receive a weekly reading specific to your healing journey, for those who are actively working on your healing, it is for a much smaller group than these general collective readings. So they're a little more finely tuned. Feel free to check that out. It's $12 a month, cancel anytime. But again, it's an extra reading per week for you that is a little bit different than these ones on the general channel, because again, they're very much smaller collective. So it's just a really good option for those of you who are really actively working to like get out of this energy. Feel free to check that out. All right, well, it's been an absolute pleasure to be with you today, and thanks so much for joining me. I hope to see you at the next reading. The spiritual quarantine is going to come down now, but I'm wishing you so much love and healing and so much letting go on this beautiful full moon that we're finding ourselves in. All right, I'll see you at our next reading. Thanks for joining me. Bye for now.